This is a report on Charles Perry Mason.
By Parav and Will.
Charles is my grandfather's great uncle, and he was born January 12th, 1891 in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
He graduated from the U.S. Naval Academy in 1912.
And he entered flight training in May 1916, graduating in 1917 as Naval Aviator number 15.
He married Ralphine Fisher, daughter of Will Fisher Jr.
They had a son named Charles Jr.
In 1940, he became the first commanding officer of Jacksonville Naval Air Station.
And he was given command of the USS Hornet in 1941.
For the heroic defense of the ship, he was promoted to Rear Admiral. He received the Navy Cross for this event.
While he was fighting the Pacific War, his son died in an airplane crash in Nevada. 5 years later, his son's wife died.
April 1946, he requested retirement after 38 years of active duty.
The USS Hornet CV-8 was launched December 14, 1940.
It was launched during World War II.
The commanding officers were Captain Mark A. Mischer and Charles P. Mason.
It received 4 battle stars for World War II service as an award and the Presidential Unit Citation given to the Torpedo Squadron 8.
The cost was $32 million.
The flight deck length was 827 feet.
The flight deck width was 114 feet.
The draft was 22 feet.
The displacement was 20,000 tons.
The propulsion was gear turbines, 4 shafts, 12,000 shaft horsepower.
Its speed was 32 knots.
The armament was 81 planes and 24 by 20 millimeter rounds.
The armor was a 4-inch belt and a 1.5-inch deck.
The complement was 2072.
The class was the Hornet. The USS Hornet took part in the Battle of Midway.
She was sunk at the Battle of Santa Cruz by the Japanese.
She still floated after receiving 9 torpedoes and more than 400 rounds of 5-inch shell fire from destroyers.
She received 16 torpedo hits and 3 bomb hits before going down. Charles P. Mason was the last man on board and gave the order to abandon ship.
The abandoned ship, ablaze from stern to stern, refused to accept her intended fate.
Japanese destroyers hastened the inevitable by firing 4 24-inch torpedoes at her blazing hull.
At 10:35, the 27th of October 1942, she finally went down in position 0838 south, 16643 degrees east.
These are some of the medals that Charles P. Mason earned in service. This is the Navy Cross.
He was awarded it in 1942.
This is the Legion of Merit,
which was awarded in 1945.
This is the Bronze Star,
for which he was awarded for distinguished actions in combat in 1942.
This is the American Defense Service Medal.
He was awarded it in 1939.
This is the American Campaign Medal,
which he was awarded in 1941.
This is the Asiatic Pacific Campaign Medal,
which he was awarded in 1942.
This is the World War I Victory Medal,
which he was awarded in 1918.
This is the World War II Victory Medal,
which he was awarded in 1945.
This is the Torpedo Squadron number 8.
which was awarded the Presidential Unit of Citation.
This squadron was aboard the USS Hornet.